Okay, here we go. Hello there, my viewers and viewers or whatever. I really don't want to make a video, but eh, I want to draw, so I'm just kind of fusing that so you have something to watch while I draw. Have something to have fun with. So, what do we got? Ninja. How about... Okay, let's look for that character of mine. How about we turn this character of mine, older picture by the way, into a ninja? Because that's apparently the prompt for today for some fucking reason. I'm also building a cyberpunk city in Minecraft at the moment. So... Because yeah. Because fun. I like cyberpunk. Can you blame me? And fantasy. Cyberpunk and fantasy. Can images. Yeah. I don't want her to use her original colors. Okay, let's look. Does this Zap have some ninja poses on your costume? Okay. So we'll do without. Gosh. I'm kind of having the urge to just draw Hornet. But like this. So she back dances. I kinda have the urge to do that right now. Let's make the pen size bigger. You know, the issue is I never drew a ninja before. So, and I have absolutely no bloody plan for this drawing. I literally have no clue what to do. Let's look on some reference images. Is it a fucking coffee machine? Twitch streamer? That's from that one game. I forgot it. You know that with Mortal Kombat. That was the name of the game. Okay, so the head somewhere like this. Then here, so like the back. And like this. For this. Something like this. Note that I'm not a good artist. I do this for fun, not professionalism. So, I never drew a katana before. That's what I'm trying to say, I never drew a katana before. Way too long for the... Something like this. Okay. How about we make her run? Of course, like ninjas have often these like full body costumes where you only see like the eyes. I kind of want to invert that idea. Where in the face, the only thing you don't see are the eyes. I think that could be interesting. I'm also gonna try to keep her like yellow's color theme and Ankh symbol. She's like inspired by ancient Egypt. Because I personally have quite interest in ancient Egypt. On that topic, I want to admit I don't really watch anime, so yeah, I basically know nothing. But I do know a bit about Japanese history. Which I'm not gonna tell about because I don't want to accidentally misinform anyone. But like, if I remember correctly, like Jinchi Kami was the last ninja. I'm probably wrong with that. There's also a video game called Ninja. I just learned. By the way, note that my informations both about The Last Ninja and The Last Ninja video game are like from Wikipedia. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the game The Last Ninja is pretty real. If you don't believe me, look it up yourself. It exists. So why am I showing the process of drawing? I don't know. Maybe I just want to be more connected to the art community. But do I really? Probably not. So what's the real reason? Fun. It's often just fun. I want to have fun. I mean, how could you live and not have fun? This pose looks so silly. Let's shorten the arm a little. The thing is, like, my main thing of interest is mostly like European culture, not Japanese or Egyptian. But like, I think it's a good idea to learn about different cultures to understand your own better. Because after all, we all are humans and share the same planet. We learn from each other, we grow with each other. We have to learn from each other's culture and stuff. So we can improve each other's culture and beliefs. Not force upon each other, but cultivate and through friendship and stuff. That's how we make a good world. Good enough. She's still a princess, so I wanna give her also some armor. This so she fits better into my current art style. Blindfold, because It's cool. You can agree or disagree all you want. I'm gonna give her blindfold. Let's put the anchor on here. How about that? There we go. You know, we are really lucky that we don't live a time with like where surveillance is becoming law and shit. In fact, I think I would prefer all world leaders to keep a blind eye and not watch our every move. Because if they would, it would quite frankly kind of violate a lot of human rights, I feel like. I'm unsure, but I feel like it would at least violate the human right of privacy, which I personally am a big fan of. I already hated like interactions in school and shit back when I was still there. Fucking horrible time. And ironically, Antonia and the Reichsteufel is one of my favorite musicals. Even if you don't understand German, please try and listen to it. It's so good for me, my eyes. Today I was at a castle, which was nice. Yeah. I could draw my Minecraft skin eventually. I feel like that could be fun. Like draw it, my current Minecraft skin. And use it like a PNG tuber. Hold on, did I really already change her nose? Like in... Actually, I think I prefer it downwards. I like it when characters have slight similarities but also differences. For example, in my world building, some people have noses that go up and others that go down. Although, mostly those that go down have more square faces. Meanwhile, those that go up have more like round faces. Like, well, her. So, so we could make her to a more unique case or make her more normal like the other characters. But like, since like it's my drawing, I do what the fuck I want, whether it makes sense or not. And I feel like that makes her look more special. And that's a little tip for character design. Make all your characters look special, recognizable even in different outfits, which is why I'm doing this. I'm gonna give her like her main features, but she'll also be like dressed like a ninja. It's like proof that my character design is pretty good. Because it can look good in multiple art styles or costumes more so. Which is why I like the character Mabel Pines. She has so many different outfits that all fit her. Or Star from Star Against the Forces of Evil. She also has new outfits every once in a while, and they all look pretty good on her. I don't have any other examples, honestly. Lately, I'm not watching a lot of shows. I still struggle with hands, I have to admit. So, let's do it like this. Hands are unironically one of the hardest things to draw. Oh yeah, let's give her like gloves. I actually have similar gloves in real life, but like in white. Why in white, you may ask? I like being seen. I know I probably should wear red then, but like red feels like I'm trying too hard, while white still feels neutral. And Rainbow just makes me feel like 1970s Batman. You know, that comic where like Gotham almost found out who Robin is. That was when Robin was still when Dick Grayson was still Robin. Fun fact: when 2026 hits, I believe, in that year, Dick Grayson will be like Nightwing for longer than Robin, I heard. And honestly, I find it cool. I always preferred Dick to be Nightwing over him being Robin. Because let's be honest, Nightwing's fucking hot. Also, so I'm gonna assume you want me to talk about the character I'm drawing a little. Well, she's Sarah from the fuck. I'm sorry, I'm not good at remembering names. Not even of my own characters. She's the queen of the Sand Kingdom. Sun Kingdom, whatever you wanna call it. Yeah, so some traits about her, like, she's completely blind, which is why I thought the blindfold would be a neat addition. She mostly relies on an aide for like help with governing her kingdom. Yeah, she's pretty smart. And like she's also like what is it called again? She's a skeptic. Although she also and don't think that she has only good traits. Like I see my characters as like I try to see my characters as real people with flaws and pros and cons. For example, her biggest con is probably that she's a little forgetful and that she's clumsy. Which is, by the way, I think I have to mention that. Her clumsiness is unrelated to her blindness. It's because she gets easily distracted. Like me, I also get easily distracted. Like, for character creators myself, in every character I draw, no matter who it is, it may as well be Batman. Characters that aren't even my own. I always see them as a part of myself when drawing them. Because, well, I'm drawing them. Especially when it's my characters like Sarah is. Or Malia. I like outfits where both hand things are kind of different, but it just doesn't feel right for her to have both hands like be very different. Recently I saw the movie Wizards, and quite frankly it was really good. By Ralph Bakshi or something? Hold on. Yeah, Ralph Bakshi. The movie Wizards by Ralph Bakshi. From 1977. Yeah. In German, the movie is called Die Welt in 10 Millionen Jahren. I heavily recommend. It feels very relevant to today's situation. And I don't necessarily mean political ones, I mean generally. It's about the wizard Avatar, a good-hearted wizard, like the good wizard Avatar and the evil wizard Black Wolf. Also, it's like from the 1970s, like I mentioned, so yeah, watch at your own risk. Although, not so much, it doesn't really have anything racist or sexist, except maybe for like one of the main characters being hypersexualized. Actually, no, I'm not serious about that. Just being silly. Yeah. Also, one of the characters was voiced by the actor of Luke Skywalker. What's that actor called again? Yeah, Mark Hamill. Didn't he actually also play the Joker? I think he did. Yeah, the movie is pretty much what you pretty unique for a 1970s movie. Actually, a lot of 1970s movies are really unique. Like, they don't make movies like this anymore. Like, Lord of the Rings or Wizards, both by Ralph Bakshi. Yeah. Also, he made a movie whose name I rather not say because it seems to be fairly racist. But like, Wizards I heavily recommend. The other movie is not so much. Oh, and Lord of the Rings I can also so happily recommend. One of his movies not so much, mostly because the title is literally a slur, which I do not want to say. If you remember, yeah, I don't wanna do that again. I'm very sorry for how I acted back then. So, Should we add her like armor thingy from here? Or her crown? Wait. This is not live. This is a video. So I'm gonna say no. Because like ninjas are more known for having like soft clothing. Although I'm unsure about historically accurate ninjas. Ninjas. They were actually clothed. And some even had some leather armor from what it seems. Yeah, pretty interesting. Historic ninjas is so damn diverse. It's awesome. Okay, let's improve this part. Also, like in lore, she's like in her mid-20s. Yeah, I know the head looks a little weird, but oh well. Okay, let's try to fix this. Good enough. Actually, I have an awesome idea. You know, you once drew Ra and once drew Horus. So, yeah, that's the one that I was thinking about. Okay, so basically like this. And like this. Like this. Like this. Bam. Eye of Horus. Also, some of you may be questioning if she has a second eye. Yes, the Eye of Ra. Ironically, the Egyptian gods are not used in my world building at all, except for Heket. He who is without sin shall cast the first stone. And you know who is without sin? Nobody. Except for Sinless Steve, now in the corner right there. I'm curious how many got the reference. I don't expect a lot of you will get the reference with Sinless Steve, sorry. But I really don't believe you all know that one. I wanna go to a castle again. I actually bought a sword at that castle and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful blade. I also plan to watch an anime, maybe tomorrow. Actually, I wanted to watch it today, but completely forgot. From what I heard, it's like a sci-fi horror anime, so I'm not gonna say its title. So you people cannot spoil me anything. I also did not spoil anything about the movie Wizards to any of you, so yeah. Please keep it fair. As well, when I'm done writing my short comic, I'm gonna release it, and I'm gonna make a part 2. Also, there may be an upcoming webcomic with someone I know, but like that's still work in progress, and we don't know if it's actually gonna happen. So. Also, I encourage all of you to learn a second language, because learning English helps me a lot, but also knowing German is pretty practical. You all wanna be punk? Learn some empathy. There's nothing more punk than being an empathetic person. Which means I'm punk. Holy hell, I'm punk. Like, if it means, if punk means to be kind, I'm punk. Other than that, I like the punk music. You know, like punk rock, like it was in the Superman movie. It's like by Iggy Pop and the Teddy Bears, I believe. Fuck, I'm listening to music right now, and the song that just came up is like too real. Although it's about vampires. I like vampires. Ever wished you were a vampire? I still do sometimes. Also, your past will determine your future. Someone else's past will also determine your future. So I'm pretty much a believer in that free will does not truly exist, and this all was like fate. Like one of the few things where you like have true will is while you like sword fight someone, because there's no time to think, just react and counter. Sometimes I'm wondering if like I mix German and English up too often while talking, because I definitely do mix them up sometimes. Soon is the word for chat control, by the way. So, whatever you do, stay against chat control. I do not want surveillance. It's gonna be so like 1984. Or Brazil. Or Brave New World. You know, some of these old movies should come back. You know, I work a lot with like drawing tablets and stuff, but I also draw traditional. And if you wanna have my frank opinion about tech, it's neat, but like I rather don't have tech than a future controlled by corporations and AI. Like, who the fuck wants to deal with those artificial intelligence? You may be asking why I do not call them clankers. Simple. Because clankers are robots, not AI. Or did you ever hear an AI clank around? It literally stands for artificial intelligence, which is also bullshit because it's like just an LLM, which stands for a large language model. Am I against it? Who the fuck knows? Am I for it? No. I'm not really pro AI. In fact, I'm anti AI. Anti-generative AI, I want to state. Like, I'm okay with some, for example, the video game AI. There's actually something that many people mix up. Like, many think that generative AI, like AI is AI, but no, there are many different kinds of AI. For example, there's the one used for in your favorite video game to let your enemies move. But there is also like large language models and those AIs that generate images, which is what I'm against. The image ones. Because of the dangers they pose to privacy, especially with chat control on the horizon. Oh, and like the deepfakes that they can create. So yeah, my concerns are privacy related, nothing more. What else is there? Honestly, I would love to go into a real pyramid. But like not one of those modern ones, you know, like the Louvre or like the oh my god, castles are never mind. Have you ever been to castles? I enjoyed them a lot. Just as interesting. Fun fact. There's an overlap between the topic of jesters and child bodily disfiguration. I am not gonna elaborate on that. What's wrong? What's right? Does man decide? Seriously, why do we decide what's wrong or what's right? Like murder? Sure, that's fucked up. but like on the other side, eating roadkill seems kind of more humane. Kind of macabre seeing as I saw like a roadkill today, like on the street while going back from home from the castle. The roadkill was, by the way, a deer. Funnily enough, no blood to be seen. More like grass and flora and stuff on its body. Which felt so weird. Sometimes I want the outfits I draw. Like, yeah, they're meant for specific characters, but like, I wanna wear them too. I don't care that it's got like really weird proportions. I wanna wear that. And this is just another example of it. I think every OC artist here can relate. Like, I want to wear all my characters' outfits, and can you blame me? That's, by the way, day 3 of my art challenge. Although I take quite... I take breaks quite liberally. With which I mean often. Which means whenever the fuck I want. Cucumber's tasty. But like also a little bit too bitter for my taste. Which is annoying. Because I wanna eat it, but like it's too bitter. Okay, let's try to make the hands a little bit more natural. First of all, we have this finger, then we have the middle finger. Next we have the ring finger. And then we have the little finger. So I'm the proud owner of 2 swords now, and like, there's nothing that can make a girl happier than a sword. Especially a lesbian or trans girl. I personally am of the latter. I'm also not lesbian, but bi. You may be asking, what bi? If I'm bilingual, bipolar, simple, I am a bitch. No, but seriously, I'm bi. I think. I think, at least. I don't actually know, and I don't actually care. Like, at all. I am just a woman who wants to date but never actually does date. Because I feel like it's impolite to talk to strangers. But then I see people like Max Fosh on YouTube who seem like the most social people out there. He's fucking badass. I could never do the shit he does. Do I look up to the Silly Billy? Not really. I have different role models. Do I like him anyways? Yeah, his videos are fun. Boop, boop. Ooh, this looks good. I haven't drawn her in quite a while, you know. So that she looks so good in this picture makes me very happy. She looks like a superhero more than a ninja. Wait, how does a katana look exactly? Katana. Oh. I don't have to make this weird like whole things right. They're just decoration, right? There you see Ruby's knowledge about katanas is basically zero. I think I said earlier in the word I'm more knowledgeable in European stuff. I still think it's important to learn about different cultures though. I mean, why wouldn't you want to learn about different cultures? Especially ancient ones. So interesting. I probably should add in her like symbol too. Oh, I got an idea where. I think. Nah. Never mind. Okay, so let's make a hilt. This yellow. This part, this yellow. And then the blade light gray. Mixed with even lighter gray. That's good. That's good. Yeah, she looks badass as a ninja. So, signature. Actually, I'm not gonna show you how I do it. Okay, we can continue. So, since this is set and done, we can go on to the background, for which I'm still gonna use colors from this picture. Let's make it look like she's jumping from somewhere to somewhere. Because it'll look hella badass. No, wait. Yeah, 10. 10. Ten. 10. Usually I'd make it more black, but like for you viewers, I wanna put a little bit more effort. 10. 10. Ten. 10. I know this part is boring, but that's part of art. Sometimes you have little boring parts. 10. 10. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. This mistake, for example, is a little bit purposeful. I'm gonna make it 11 instead of 10. Okay, not exactly there yet, but almost. Actually, I think this part would make a better fit underneath. So let's get a little bit more here and here. That seems about perfect. Barely can distinguish the two lines. But about this one, I want to make it bigger into this direction. And erase a little bit from this direction. Really just a little bit. Yes, well. So it looks like I had a jump. So, you may be asking what I'm doing with the signature now. Simple. I'm gonna shrink it a little. I'm also gonna copy paste it and put it up here. I then can erase this and cut this out and bring it back here so it looks a little bit more symmetrical. Like this. Bam. Let's put in some shading. Since she's all yellow themed, I'd be for a more yellowish or orangey shading. So I shade roughly like this. Her head also like had stuff from back here. Back here then too. It's a little rounded back here. The hair back here. And oops, should have expected that. Which means quickly do this for a second, then bam. Actually, the blue also fits her pretty well, I think. That looks pretty sick. I like it. Like the blue version. So let's use this while shading so it's easier for me to shade. Also, if a YouTuber calls you friends, it's a hell of a red flag. Just saying. Which is why I call my viewers as viewers and viewers, to remind them they're just viewers and not my friends. I also call you dearies, but that's because I find the word fun. pose is definitely a little weird. And my shading is undoubtedly a little bad. So I would like to see you draw a character, not my character, but the different character when you come up with yours by yourself and shade them. I would like to see you do it better. Like a better character, better outfit, better character, generally like everything better. I would like you to do that. Maybe sci-fi instead of fantasy, because I like sci-fi. Hey, if you're already on it, give them a whole story. By the way, I literally want you to make a story just to spite me. Because I feel like more human-made stories are always better. Even if they ain't good or straight up hateful. Actually, never mind. I do not know where I wanted to go with it, but like then I remember today's standards of what hateful is versus what my standards of what hateful is, and like, never mind. You know? Oh, black and white also looks pretty sick. Fuck, I mistake. Maybe make a story about the 3 little creatures that found each other in the forest. That could be fun. Or twins, forced to stay with like a relative inside of like a haunted town or forest or something. Maybe the like relative could be like a thief who stole his brother's identity. If you know what I'm referencing, you're one of the real ones. Or rather one of those my age. Probably. Maybe not, I don't know. There's a lot that I said in the past which I don't stand to anymore. People come and go, emotions change, opinions change. The only constant is change. So don't be afraid of it, or it will get you. Yeah, this looks pretty sick if you ask me. Yeah, I'm gonna like post it everywhere on all my socials while this video is uploading. So bye. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Also be yourself. Be a true self.